Fuck you too. Rob.
Rip.
Rob. Here's an intro for you guys. We're doing this formal. It's the most unprofessional I've ever done this.
I'm sure they'll care.
I think they will. I think they're going to be really upset. Specifically Rob.
He's always upset.
All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome to TLG Reacts Live. Today we're going to be reacting to the PlayStation 5 showcase that was shown off apparently 12 hours ago, which is seems a lot longer ago than I thought. Rage! We're going to watch this, talk about it, and give our opinions, of course. And let's first off talk about what we typically talk about when it comes to these kind of things. How much have you not found out?
5 minutes ago, I found out one thing.
Is it a big, crucial thing?
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was able to get my pre-order today, which was like a 2-hour fucking process. And in that process, I found out the price point and price points and the release date, which you're bound to find out when you're purchasing the thing. My intuition told me that if they did the video today, they might have put up the pre-order. So I was like, I need to check. I don't want to get fucked on this. And I almost did get fucked on it. But yeah, I found that out. And then I did find out something as well. It's probably the same thing you found out because it seems to be pretty high profile. But yeah, we're not going to talk about it. We'll just watch and find out some shit. What's up, Chris? Yeah, going into this, is there anything you're hoping for, expecting, anything you don't want to happen? It's a PlayStation event, so we know it's probably going to be really fucking streamlined. I know I probably sound like a fanboy, but I feel like you can kind of like...
I mean, they've kind of shown that this year already. So
yeah.
Also, and I'll answer that in a moment, but if there's any weird issues, we did a test earlier, but let us know ahead of time, please.
Yeah, if there's anything going on with the stream, audio, video, let us know sooner than later, please.
And then actually to echo...
It's Amelia.
Thank you. This is a weird angle. Amelia's comment there. New games is a big one for me. I just want to see something that is unexpected, specifically like a new IP. Obviously I'm excited for sequels to things I'm interested in, but new IPs are always super exciting. And then I want to see some launch titles, not necessarily launch titles, but like early, within the first like quarter or two, games coming out for the PS5.
What's coming out when the fucker drops?
Yeah, and I'm also I just want to see a good variety of games because so far we've seen a couple games, but yeah, I don't know. Pretty much open to anything at this point. So
I want to see God of War, whatever the fuck may come next. I want to see launch titles. I'd like to see more Gran Turismo 7, but I'm a Gran Turismo dork, so...
Well, some actual, like, racing and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to look fucking crispy as shit, so...
I do want to see some gameplay and not just a bunch of announcement trailers.
100%.
Just in general.
There was the rumors floating around of a Final Fantasy 16. I'd like to see that, if that's a thing. I would love to see that. Really anything that's going to show us what's coming in the next gen.
Yeah, for sure.
We keep kind of dancing around it, and Xbox has shown some stuff, but I want PlayStation to show off something more than Ratchet and Clank.
For sure.
As much as it looks cool. Comments real quick. Let's go through a couple of these. Still testing. Where's the real title at? It should be on there.
Make me check.
Games, boyo. What's up, Josh? What's up, Psycho? Give me new FF. I'd love to see a new God of War, even if it's just an announcement. I'd love to just see something that'll blow my socks off. Anything new? Take advantage of next-gen tech. Is it still test?
That's fine on Twitch.
Be fucking around. To make me intro again, I'll fucking do it.
On YouTube, it says test.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll change it later. Dude, why? I literally changed it. I went on there. I typed it all out.
Because YouTube sucks.
Anyway, probably should just hop into this. Anything else you want to say?
No, I've been waiting all day. I haven't been able to use my phone like at all. Let me Let me be free.
I got to fucking play on my phone for 2.5 hours, hitting the buy button over and over and over again as a website kept going. Dude, a lot of traffic. We can't really complete what you're trying to do. Try again later. Oh, maybe try a different card. Oh, come back later. I'm like, I can't come back later, motherfucker. It's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
I have to keep pressing the button.
Yeah. No, I'll probably be. I don't know if it'll be the same extent, just because I doubt there's going to be as many people buying them right off the bat. But the 3080s go on sale at 6 a.m. So
Show's not sleeping.
yeah.
He's trying to get that 3080. All right, let's fucking jump into this shit. PlayStation 5 showcase English. Show me something that's gonna blow me the fuck away. Again, let's know if anything is going on with the audio. And go.
Each time I awake, this planet seems somehow different.
Where are we?
You see things others can't.
I sense the power that flows through this land. Yet, you do not fully understand it.
But whatever comes, I will be ready.
Okay, let's do this.
Cool stuff. Following content is captured on PC, emulating the PS5 experience. Probably good they let people
Good
know.
transparency. Yeah.
Yeah.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
Final Fantasy 16.
How do we even know the girl will be among us? Our kind do not question orders. We follow them.
That's pretty cool.
Sergeant, let's summon their icon. Icon? That thing's a bloody mountain.
It's real.
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily.
Oh,
This will be a bitter fight.
little puppy.
You should not be out of doors.
What an
We have
interesting
discussed
version
this.
of that.
Come, Joshua. Your father
What
will
song?
be expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am Joshua's shield.
It's fantasy. It looks
Yeah,
like.
big
sworn
time.
to protect him.
That's a cool looking chocobo too.
What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your sword to our cause?
So we still got that action system that they've kind of gotten into with most of their games now. Well, Final Fantasy.
In the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
And the music. This is
It
fucking
kind of
dope
sounds like
looking.
14's music.
Yeah, kind of.
Imperial Vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
Well, goddamn.
Oh my, that's
I'm gonna put the juice on the kid.
it's a little darker than they went last time.
Phoenix.
That's what I say to Josh all the time.
Is this the department that the Devil May Cry guy went to?
I think that's what you said before.
Well, I don't remember what studio he went to. I'm gonna have to look it up later. This is Studio 3 at the beginning, so.
That's impossible.
That's impossible. He minging.
Legacy of the
Dude,
crystals.
I am loving the thing.
I'm just stoked. Like, I've literally been going like, I want fantasy, and like it is fantasy. So like, it's so fucking dope. I take sci-fi still though. I love sci-fi. They just needed to switch it up. Very flashy, very square.
Oh, I could listen to this music all day.
Yeah. God damn, what the fuck is he doing?
I'll kill you
Try it, bro.
if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, legit. Final
Oh my
Fantasy
God.
16.
Oh shit. Oh, also on PC. Okay. Whew. I got scared I wasn't gonna be able to play it.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't know. I think it's a launch title, though. Should we pause?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, new Final Fantasy. Yup. Squee. I think that's a Squee. I can't fucking read from over here.
Yeah.
Witcher vibes there for a sec. I felt it kind of the same.
Almost like that, and like almost like Game of Thronesy, with
Yeah,
the tables and the way like the government system seemed to work and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very Witcher-esque. Felt that as well. So it seems like everybody's kind of on the same page. I'm happy for the fans of Final Fantasy to be getting Final Fantasy 16, and it looks pretty good, I guess. But for me, it did nothing to capture me. I thought the trailer and gameplay footage could have been much better. Big fat meh for me. I'm sure I'll be sold on it and leads up with more details, trailers, and gameplay. This is probably an early development. It looks like it. I adored Final Fantasy 7 remake and played it a ton. And then Final Fantasy 12, Zodiac Age, which I also loved. I love that they 100% leaned into the fantasy theme. I agree. This was the only thing I saw today. And it's the only thing I've seen today so far.
same. But all I saw was the guy's face, and
I saw a
it
picture of
said
the
Final
face, too.
Fantasy
Yeah.
16. So
Yeah. I didn't see the... What's up, Keith? I didn't even say Final Fantasy 16. I just assumed it was because I saw a picture of his face.
mine said trailer breakdown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I thought it looked really fucking cool.
Yeah. No, I'm very curious to see if that's the studio that either Yoshida is in charge of, or if it's the studio the Devil May Cry guy went to. Because that might say a lot about like how the game's either going to play or like the direction. I do know Yoshida's been like clamoring to make a high fantasy game. Mm-hmm. So this could have been the shot they gave him. I don't know though.
It seems to be DMC5 guys working on 16. So yeah, and that's pretty much what I heard. So puppy. Very cool though. I like the darker theme. I like the fantasy theme. Combat looks to be what I expect now, I guess, from Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Which is not bad. It's just I would like some traditional ones to come back, but at the same time, I really enjoyed playing 15. I like playing 7 remake. So I'm definitely kind of at home in that RPG action feeling game. I love the fucking music that we heard there.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
different renditions. This is just fucking dope looking. Yeah, I'm ever since, obviously I love Final Fantasy, but like there was a period there where I was just like, oh god, I wasn't really too into a lot of them. And then even I went back and played 10 for Game of the Month and liked it more than I used to.
Yeah.
But playing Final Fantasy 7, beating 15, and actually loving like the ending of that game.
Oh, for sure.
I have a kind of a reignited excitement for Final Fantasy. So
God, I wish I can get you to play Shadowbringers. Because I know you'd like that story.
I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. What's up, Brian? And yeah, let's continue on.
Yeah.
Let's go. I don't want to stop at every little thing, but if there's anything worth stopping.
Yeah, I just
for.
had noticed there was a bunch of text. I was like, we're not.
So your head's like doing this.
to change out here.
This is one of the games that's coming with the bundle I got.
Definitely a safe bet.
I was gonna buy it anyway.
Yeah.
So
I think most people would be okay with getting that with their PlayStation.
yeah. Well, I love the first one. It was really fucking good.
Subway card. Check. You got the house key? Yeah, I got it.
Yep, it is Yoshi P's game.
Come on! We're gonna be late! Hey! Dude,
Point blank.
so filling your suit with snow.
Fucking nailed him.
Wearing your suit? Yeah, you know, just in case.
He's comfy, all right?
It's gonna be fine.
Nice.
See, this is my favorite part of living in Harlem. Pop-up street fair, best food in the city, awesome music.
Did he just move there?
The last beat I was working on.
I never walk out my door and go, this is why I love living where I live.
I don't know if I would love walking out my door and just immediately there being a
You wouldn't for sure.
yeah, group of people out there, but
Can you imagine you walking out there going, who are you people?
Still hard to think of Mom as a politician. She's been a teacher my whole life.
Similar skill sets, right? Corralling people, educating them, making sure they don't throw things at each other.
Hi, I'm Brian Porton, Creative Director at
What's up,
Insomniac
Brian?
Games. We're excited to show you this first look at gameplay from Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Our story picks up 1 year after the events of the first game, and we find Miles' new home, Harlem, is in danger. Trouble brews while Miles' mom, Rio Morales, leads an election rally. A war between the devious energy corporation Roxxon and the Underground. A high-tech criminal army led by the Tinkerer starts to break out. In this gameplay sequence, captured on PlayStation 5 hardware, the Underground attacks Roxxon, sending the rally into chaos in a fight that spills onto the Braithwaite Bridge, where the Underground tries to steal Roxxon's experimental energy source, Newform. Let's take a look.
Who named him Roxxon? Fucking hate that. I'm about to get my rocks on.
Let's not shoot each other, all right?
they're gonna be able to speed up the web swinging so much now.
Just sidewalk. Sidewalk is the lawn.
We're after the new form. Ignore everything else.
Was it Saints Row?
Kind of looks like it. That person kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
Get rid of him. Then grab as much as you can carry.
This catchphrase about to get my rocks on. That'd be great. I mean, if you're gonna name it that, you might as well. Don't make me get my rocks on. You won't like me with my rocks on.
Keep him busy.
Watchdog shit. Yeah, a little bit.
The bridge is coming down. I have to stop this.
Stop it then, dude. Put the kibosh on it.
Very smooth.
No, I missed Chevy's reaction to Final Fantasy 16. Well, we both very much loved it. It was fantastic looking.
It's also going to be uploaded, so
Yeah.
you can go back and watch it.
Whoa. What the fuck was that?
Ghost mode, dude.
Damn, he went face first in that car.
Bounced right off, yeah. Didn't even phase him, though. I do love how smooth animation to animation is, though.
First game was great like that.
Yeah.
The should be better.
Bye.
The bus!
Pew pew pew.
Everybody get out!
I'd actually like to stay on the bus, thank you.
The driver's trying.
Goes down with the ship.
And it got ruined. Look.
Damn. Perfect.
Look what you did to my bus.
Perfect boat placement.
Those people, they're trapped.
Damn, that'd be wild to be on that piece of the bridge.
I've got an idea.
Yeah, I hate that.
That'd suck.
The goddamn wizard.
I need something they can cross. I can stop this.
Every Spider-Man's got a part where he's just gotta fucking be spread out like that. Oh, daddy. Miles can camouflage. A lot of shit going on.
And they did say this one's actually running on the PS5 part. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was around with PS4, it'd be pretty decent. Not too bad. Looks cool.
Yeah.
I really like the first one, so that one, I can only hope, but I assume that one will be just as good.
Yeah.
Unless the story sucks, but gameplay, I'm sure will be.
It's a hard follow-up for me for Final Fantasy.
Pretty similar.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Wizarding World. Is this that fucking Harry Potter game?
Yeah.
That they leaked a long time ago?
Magic, both beautiful and powerful, binds together our long history. That common bond we share is the legacy of Hogwarts.
Man, how do you open with Final Fantasy and then make me watch Harry Potter?
Now it is time to add your own
The
story
leaked
to
footage I
these
saw of this was
hallowed
fucking really good looking. I don't even give a shit. I'm gonna be clear about this. I don't give a fuck about Harry Potter at all. But I saw that and it looked pretty cool. So
every corridor,
it's
every
probably the same
portrait,
game.
every stone in this castle tells the
Although I don't know if you're just like standing around with a wand just fucking saying random things and turning kids into toads while everybody laughs and shit.
It's anything like the movies, it'll be the same story 7 times.
Dope. That means we got 7 games coming.
Of the world's most talented professors. And while your journey begins at Hogwarts,
Sure, I pissed someone off with that one.
brewing potions, taming fantastic beasts,
Nah, people are burning Harry Potter books right now, so you're good.
spells. There is a larger world beyond these walls. A world filled with dangers you
Looks
can't
good.
yet
I say visually it looks cool. It's
long gone from this world.
gonna be a tough sell for me.
Not me. If gameplay is good, I'll play it.
Strange and mysterious talent you possess.
I got
may
zero
be the
affinity
key
for
to
Harry Potter,
unlocking
but
this dormant power. Your potential is limitless.
I feel like you're gonna like make your own kid
But what form
in
will
this.
it take?
Seems like a lot of different characters, or if they're different characters, I don't know.
The journey ahead will reveal what you stand for. The choices you make.
I don't sound like the fucking Avengers music.
Almost. Almost.
I was waiting for Iron Man and a bunch of people to show up, just fucking Marvel's Hogwarts Legacy. Alright, let's pause real quick. Miles Morales.
No, it looks cool.
Cool.
It was kind of expected, though. It was
Yeah.
cool to be able to see, like, obviously there's a lot of stuff going on the screen, and like the animation is really good. Saw like zero loading and stuff like that. So like you're definitely seeing it was. That's why I wanted to emphasize, or I wanted to ask it, that to make sure that it was running on the PS5, because I know that's going to be like the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I also know that when they were talking about when they made the first Spider-Man, they said they had to limit, you know, the speed in which you can travel just because loading, and that's not a thing now. So I'll be curious to see how fast they'll let you go too. So obviously you don't want to go like blinding fast.
Yeah, I'm not trying to fucking just be hauling ass down the street.
Max speed,
fucking swinging. But yeah, it was an action scene, so like wasn't. I mean, it looked pretty much what I expected.
Yeah.
One of the things I loved about the first game was more of like how much they put into the story and the characters. Also met with awesome gameplay.
Yeah.
So you know, that was just more of what I expected, like I said. But looks cool. As for the Hogwarts game, was it Hogwarts Legacy?
I already forgot.
I think it's Hogwarts Legacy. As a game, it looks good. Graphically, looks good. If you can, you know, make your own kid and choose your path wherever the fuck and have choices wherever, that'd be kind of dope. I'd like to see what like the gameplay looks like. We saw a lot of kids just standing in caves, just going pew pew pew,
whittling sticks at each other.
Real big things, and you know, I that's pretty dope. But this is a game I'll wait as it's rolling out to see if I got any hype for it. But like visually, I have hype for it for sure. I think it looks really cool visually. But again, Harry Potter, I don't got anything for it, so I can't be like, oh, finally a Harry Potter game that's like AAA or I don't know. But it looks cool, and that's a lot more from me than you probably would normally get. Comments, we got Amelia, Hogwarts Legacy leaves me conflicted. I don't want to support J.K. Rowling as a pothead. I should be more excited than I am, and this disappoints me that I am not. It's J.K. Rowling situation that dampens any fangirlism I may have once had, and my disappointment with how the IP has been used since the end of the actual Harry Potter film series, even if it's great and the RPG I've always wanted. I don't know if my principals would let me support J.K. Rowling. Fair point. 1800s, that's way before anything HP keeps out of the way of the story. Very interesting. That's one of those fucking Josh things where he's like, I don't play Overwatch, but there's this deep lore, the blah, blah, blah. Like, fucking, he's over here fucking, well, that's way before. I mean, that might not be like, you know, deep knowledge, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's bully, but HP. That's a good point. And that actually sounds appealing. Josh might have sold this game a little bit more to me. Harry Potter, drool. We got a Harry Potter fan. Tack nuke Hogwarts, please. Don't they got some kind of magic that can like fucking they can make that not a threat? Harry Potter is probably a first day buy for me from Katari Windstrom. Eyes, same. Harry Potter begins in 1997. Very interesting. I'm learning so much. So this is way before. HP was in the 1990s. All right.
Hewlett Packard was around the 90s for sure.
Yeah, every time I see HP, I keep thinking Hewlett Packard. That's how much of a dork I am. And not Harry Potter, but whatever. Anus, you ain't getting it. Getting in. It's a very good point. Very good point. That's probably the best point we've gotten on the Harry Potter so far. Let's continue on.
Yes.
Let's do it. Trying to keep a flow here, but also reading you guys, because I don't typically have comments just kind of going up out of my fucking reach before I can respond to them. We're going to comment after the fact. They're going to watch this after. And welcome, if you watch this for the first time ever, make sure to subscribe for weekly content.
Hi everyone, I'm Dan Bondurek,
like,
creative director at Raven.
Why are you talking so much?
One of our goals as developers is to bring the game world to life unlike anything you've ever experienced. And the PlayStation 5 is
Thank you, love you too.
Happen.
I love your work.
With the power of the new console, we've been able to
The
significantly
triple anus was
enhance the
fantastic.
overall experience. From what you see in the world, to how it feels in your hands, to what you hear around you. In Black Ops Cold War, you will be transported to the year 1981, in the middle of one of the most dangerous times the world has ever known.
Sell to me, please. I'm gonna buy it anyway, but sell to me. Get me excited.
The height of the Cold War. What The following is a portion of the first campaign mission
I love
where
me
you've
some
been given the name of
AAA-ness.
a high-value
It's
target
great.
linked
It's
to the
an IPA.
Iran hostage
It's
crisis.
wunderbar.
But in true Black Ops style, nothing is as it seems. Take a look.
No excitement here. This is one of the first. Well, no, it's not Infinite Warfare, but I'm like, I can stick with Modern Warfare.
I'm sure it'll get a 200 gig update for 4K and
Probably
120
8K,
frames.
baby. Trebzone. We're all going to Trebzone. Oh, that's in Turkey. Turkey, never mind. I said Turkey, I think.
Almost.
Let's go to fucking Turkey. Some of the problems are just running your words together.
Airfield's just up ahead.
I talk too slow for that, fortunately.
Not me.
Priority is to ID a rush before things go hot.
Like temperature hot or spicy hot?
Both. Sexy hot.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
They do.
Mason, check it out.
What do the numbers mean?
Incoming truck. Left side.
What's in 4K? Does he have an OnlyFans? Fucking let's hope. It seems like everybody's got one. I'm about to start one.
I can't make out his face yet. I don't want that.
Just sell pictures of the beard.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe my chest a little bit, but that's about it. Just fur.
You have to ask for tips for that one.
Yeah, I'll get tips. Fuck it, I'm getting to the fur trade.
That's our man. Take him out.
Pow. What?
Whoa.
Sniper elite.
There's so much shit going on there. Shit! See, I like Treyarch's multiplayer, man, but they're fucking... I'm not into their campaigns. They're so, like, fucking... fucking freaking out and shit.
Is this one Treyarch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The first
yeah,
guy at the
yeah.
beginning said he was from Raven. That's why I was confused.
Well, yeah, they might be working on the campaign, but Black Ops is Treyarch, so I'm assuming they have something to do with it. And I can already tell just by looking at it. Fucking this is... Treyarch had a hand in this. Someone touched this. Please don't set. I do what the fuck I want.
Please don't what?
Probably OnlyFans. Shove my chest off.
Who said that?
Fucking Paul.
Oh, don't be a prude.
Oh, fucking Prudy Paul. This is gameplay. This dork plays like slow pan dipshit.
I don't know. The remote control car is kind of cool.
Making a comeback. This is that scene in Toy Story where they're chasing after fucking...
Where's the toys?
See ya. By the way, tasty boys, I love the beard action, bro. It makes me horny. Yeah, I'm growing this fucker out. I feel like the times right now and going on around the world dictate that I should grow a crazy beard out.
So I'm feeling a little flattered because mine is messy and everywhere.
It is too. Don't dye your beard unless you're dyeing it something crazy.
I'll say it. Either keep the way it is or do some ridiculous color.
Black Ops Cold War, is it just me or are the walking
We hope you
animations
enjoyed
for
that
the
sneak peek
NPCs
at the
at the start
campaign for
looked
Black Ops
off?
Cold War.
I like that they
There are
didn't
many
fully
more twists and
recognize the
turns along the
environment
way
with
as you
their
begin to unravel the
pathfinding.
truth,
Outside
and
of
we
that,
can't
the
wait for you
rest
to
of the
play it
gameplay
too.
looked good.
In addition to the story campaign, Cold
I
War
call Amelia
features the
with everything else is like,
next
I
generation of
don't know, and then it's
multiplayer
Call of Duty,
online
and she's like,
and
looked
an
pretty good.
all-new awesome zombies experience.
Fucking flipping
Today, I have the
shit.
special honor to
Give it
announce
an
on behalf
OnlyFans.
of my friends at Treyarch that the PlayStation community doesn't have to wait to play multiplayer.
Thanks, Josh.
Starting this Friday,
You don't have to
PlayStation
be
players
here,
will
man.
be able to play the multiplayer alpha
chase 'em off.
exclusively on PlayStation 4. And for those of you that are watching at home on your PS4, you can preload the experience starting tomorrow. We can't wait to see you online Friday
Oh,
and
shit.
through the weekend. Enjoy the
I can
rest
try
of the
this
show.
shit.
You can.
Probably shouldn't be drinking this right in the fucking microphone. So you guys just listen to me fucking.
Little ASMR. We get tips for that next.
Seems like fucking.
Don't tip for that.
Chat's fucking horny right now anyway.
All clear. Come on, move! Chris? What the hell?
Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Take him away.
Capcom. Dunkirk.
In life and in death, we give glory. The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again.
Just have a good time. That's me when I'm drinking, just fucking. Oh, the bell tolling and laughing.
I don't have to be up, so I was gonna have a few drinks, but.
Thought about it.
Quit being so paranoid. Long ago, a
you
young
stop
girl
being
went with
fucking
her
paranoid.
mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence. The bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished
This is
into
weird.
the trees.
It's neat looking, but it's like.
Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine,
I love
under
the way this
branch,
game looks though, but I love that engine.
and into the forest deep.
It's like probably one of my favorite newer engines for sure.
Visually, I agree 200%. Obviously, I'm not really.
Gameplay wise,
dabbled
I
too much.
fucking don't know at all.
Isn't DMC on this engine too?
It's
Yes,
just a local tale.
I believe so. Yeah, this is Village. Oh shit, RE8, let's go. I'm with you, Paul. Oh shit, let's go.
Away. Not to the village, though.
Yeah, you want to stay away from that village.
Yeah, no thank you.
It's not a good village.
Too spoopy.
It's a spoopy ass village. Penguin. It's Colin Farrell playing
If
Penguin.
it's just looking, window shop away.
What are you buying?
Very cool. I'm excited. The game looks fantastic. The direction worries me because it could be great, could be fucking awful. But everything else about that looked awesome to me.
Yeah, it looked alright. Visually, it's cool.
Is this that? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although this is the game that's supposed to make your trigger lock up if your gun jams.
You want out of a time
which is
loop.
kind of neat, but I'm not buying it for that.
You gotta learn how it works.
So Dishonored with mechanics.
Black Reef is a puzzle.
Yes.
And each visionary.
Finally Dishonored with mechanics.
Here's Eagle.
I got nothing for this game.
Scientist.
I've done so many loops.
You good?
I've learned to run circles around him.
It is me, you good.
Hey, over here! I'm coming for you!
That wasn't stealthy at all. He teleported behind him and the guy's instantly just like, over here.
Was that guy going through puberty? Did you hear his voice crack?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Puberty's real.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
That's a real thing. That guy became a man just in that moment. Fucking Jesus Christ.
I've tried taking my targets out one by one more than I can remember.
That guy flew like a mile.
I go after one, another
He just
lives,
kept going. He
because
went to a
right
different
now,
dimension.
half
I'll say
an
it actually
island
doesn't
away,
end.
A different visionary is
That's the
throwing
death
his
loop.
nightly cannibal masquerade.
We just saw it.
Alexis Dorsey.
Everybody shut up! This is my jam.
Igor is a big fan, yet somehow
I never got a sense that this game had like some kind of like quirky, maybe comedic tone to it, but this trailer makes it seem kind of more goofy, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Like
He made
tonally.
some kind of scientific breakthrough that morning.
I did it! I did it! It works!
Daddy
It
makes
works.
every move, unless I get there first. No experiment.
I I know I've been kind of critical of this game, going like, whatever, but I'm gonna say one thing, real negative. I fucking hate the way the enemies look.
Now I got a shot at killing them both at the same time.
Yeah.
They look like
same loot.
not generic, but just boring. I do like the ragdoll though. I'll give it that. And then a shooter, that's huge.
Well, it looks like it has like creative weapons and stuff like that, which is also neat. I just
like that was cool. See, the ragdoll is actually makes me kind of want to play it. Nothing else though.
Alright, knowing you probably played anyways. So.
Yeah, probably. This will be on fucking Game Pass unless it's exclusive, like on release.
Probably.
They're gonna sell it for $60. Some people will buy it. It'll be fucking down to 30 real quick and on Game Pass.
One of them with grand plans for eternal life. To break the loop, I gotta break the rules. Clock's ticking.
Time Splitter vibes, except shit. I can kind of get that, yeah. But Time Splitters has a timeline that's in the same era, so I think that's probably where you're kind of getting that, because I kind of feel that too, but fundamentally, the way the game plays is nothing like Time Splitters.
Yeah, there's no monkeys.
There's no monkeys at all. I didn't see one fucking monkey. No gingerbread man.
I don't think it's on Game Pass.
Oh well. Sorry. I feel very mad about it too. I think everyone's feeling kind of a little mad about it.
Notice how they're being very specific about it being console exclusive, not a PlayStation exclusive.
Wait, what?
Well, anytime there's it's a console exclusive, they make sure to make. They're not like trying to be like it's a PlayStation exclusive. Like it's a PlayStation console exclusive. It'll also be on PC.
Yeah.
So.
That day.
Well, they're trying to make a push to do that anyway.
Were switched. Would our fates be different? Would I have your life?
Devil May Cry? What is this?
And you mine? You a demon?
Yeah. Ooh man, this banger.
So re-release.
The music they get in Devil May Cry is like made by I don't like the bands sound like these weird like generic bands.
It was on Game Pass. Play it.
What?
It does. Yeah, it is pretty nice. Chris said he wanted to play this.
Yeah.
I played it on Game Pass.
Get Game Pass and play it on your phone.
He has Game Pass, doesn't he?
Huh?
I think he has it.
Hype as fuck.
So I played it on my X.
Oh, Josh's favorite character.
Rest in peace.
I'm starting to see this correlation that me and Amelia's games are completely opposite constantly.
It's in bar for me because I love DMC5 and I get to play as Big Daddy Virgil. I want to play with Virgil so bad. I want to play with Virgil so bad. I need to play a game further. I just don't got really any affinity for Devil May Cry, but I thought it was made really well, played really well. Daddy Virgil. I remember first seeing his reveal in DMC5. I dropped the controller at how hot he is. I've never heard somebody say they've dropped a controller at how hot somebody is. That's fucking pretty powerful.
No, that's...
I've seen people get angry.
That is your game.
And drop some fucking controllers, but not go, ooh.
If the thirst is that real, it's for you. Whew. It's about to get dark again.
I'm actually kind of stoked for this because it's... That looks like those fuckers from Mars Attacks. It's kind of taking it back to that dark tone.
Down their own hideout?
It sounds idiotic, but that's exactly what.
Yeah, tonally, I'm absolutely in love with this. So.
Yeah. Tasty Boys look like they have had 2 Starbucks coffees, and are now going home to do
I'm Lorne
yoga
Lamb, creative
and
director
walk
of
their
Oddworld Soulstorm.
sons in the neighborhood.
We're excited to bring you an
Gucci
all-new
slides.
exclusive trailer from the game. Here,
I
our
mean,
unlikely
people in the
hero,
area
Abe,
probably are
finds
doing
himself
exactly
fresh
what you're
off the
describing,
back of
so
freeing his people
not
from
too
the
far off.
nefarious
I
Rupture Farms.
don't do
He
yoga.
thinks the journey is
Definitely
over,
like coffee.
but soon discovers
I
that
like
it's
your
only
imagination.
just begun. The
Not a
stakes are
Starbucks
higher,
fan.
the
Love
threats
coffee.
are larger,
Don't
the
do
obstacles
yoga.
are more
I'm
devious,
not flexible
and
at
it's
all.
all made possible by the power of PlayStation
No children
5.
and no sense of fashion and don't care about my neighborhood.
Run, you bastards. I thought I said bladder for a second. I was like, God damn. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to play this.
Get away from us
I
again.
missed the original Oddworld.
Well, even just like visual tone aside too, like the music is just awesome. Yeah. There's so much like I don't know how to word this anxiety to it.
I could
I
go
guess.
for a sandwich right now. Well, we gotta get out of here. Come on, let's get out of here. My tummy's growling. I'm hungry.
My tummy's growling. Did you shut the fuck up for 5 seconds?
Nope. I also enjoy tea.
Gregory, your friends are worried about you. They're here with me.
Gregory.
Please come out. Gregory, I may have lost my temper earlier, but it was just a glitch. It won't happen again.
Tea. You guys are talking about tea? Here I am drinking tea.
It's been such a difficult day
I'm the
for
real
all
one.
of us. Why don't you come out and we can play a game together? It won't happen again.
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Maybe. Sold all those other ones 1.5 million times. Could probably have a budget by this point.
I like how everybody's asking the same question.
Still.
FNAF?
I think she's found us.
Bro, is this FNAF? Yeah, it's gotta be.
Does this count as tea? Sugar tea? Steeped for who knows how fucking long. Close my eyes for 5 nights? Pfft. Weak. Weak!
Five Guys, burgers and fries too.
That's
the
way
sequel I've been
scarier.
waiting for.
Ooh, PlayStation Studios.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
Demon Souls?
Strength be granted
Probably.
so the world might be mended.
Yeah. I recognize the chicks. And that's the room. Yep. The only one of these games I know.
It looks good.
Hopefully they kind of get some of that tone. Because the first video they showed,
Yeah,
it looked
we'll
cool,
see.
but the tone was kind of missing.
That was completely off. It was too clean looking. Holy shit.
Oh, that looks good.
That looks fucking amazing. Oh, yeah.
X Files is the only one I've been able to play.
I can't wait for this. I think this is a launch title. It was when I was buying my PS5, it was there.
Have fun with fucking...
Dude, they fucking really made this look good.
I forgot his name now. Fire Boss. Have fun with him. Fucking asshole.
I love what they've done with this. This looks fucking great.
Yeah, this is way better than the first video they showed.
I'm just really surprised by the animations, the graphics, the lighting, the shadows.
It's funny too, because that company that's like, this is what they do. It's like remake and remaster games or whatever.
Yeah.
And I know they were trying to, I think it was these guys, correct me if I'm wrong if anyone knows, but I think they were trying to convince Capcom to let them make Monster Hunter World for Switch.
Should have done it.
This is crazy. It's like, I know I already said it, but like, it's weird knowing the locations.
Dude, I am fucking stoked for this. Puppy. Damn right for the fucking, the fupa.
It's the fight you're supposed to lose, but can technically win.
You dead, boy.
I'm more so like, I'm glad they were able to like do this because this game isn't really like who owns it type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But also like, there's a bunch of people who did not get a chance to play this on PS3. So
yeah, and they fucking discontinued the didn't they discontinue the online part of it? Like pretty fucking early on. We'll pause there real quick.
Yep.
So I'm fucking stoked on that. I think it looks great. I think it looks like it plays great. All the locations, you know, being able to, identify them and shit was really cool to see those like rendered in those graphics. Yeah, it still doesn't have that like weird haziness that the original had, but still looked really good in my opinion.
It's also good to see that Japan Studios like involved with it because their names was in it. I wonder how much they had to pay. Was it Bandai Namco? I think it was that owned the original license.
Yeah.
To get that back. So.
Was it Bandai Namco?
I
thought it was.
100% sure.
I thought it was. Shit. No, it's I thought it was Atlas.
You might be right on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NPC reaction. This gameplay is all off. Visually looks great, but oh god, the gameplay really rushed and distractingly off. The only thing I saw that was like really noticeable was like some of the clipping going on, but yeah. It's a big target. That fupa was a big target. My body's ready for this game. Same, Paul. I lulled at the impalement and the swords is awkwardly clipped through the side. This is messy. The only thing I really hear people complaining about is the camera seems off. It kind of seemed like that, but that's something they could fix. Man, going back to using a shield for anything other than parrying is gonna feel weird. Yeah, it's a little step backwards, but I love that gameplay. Camera's off, but so is everything in this gameplay, from weight, reaction, movement, combat, clipping, etc.
I guess I fall on a different. I don't know how to word this. The original game was like, first off, it's older. It was the first one they made in that regard, and also like it played pretty choppy
and floaty.
Yeah, it was an awkward game.
Yeah,
that was like part of the difficulty was how bad it played. So
I wouldn't really say it played bad, but I mean, it played like a pretty loose third-person action game.
Yeah, versus like now they can make, I think, a smoother experience, which I personally think is a better thing. But I'm not a purist, so.
Well, I don't know if they're even saying
no,
it was smoother.
I'm just saying that like
original was janky. Yeah, and I agree. I think so too. So I mean, but yeah, I can't know it till I play it. I did notice a couple things while watching it, but I noticed a little things here and there in a lot of games. So
yeah, for sure.
It just shows me as actual gameplay. This looks smooth. It's smoother, but it's not well designed based on this gameplay. Yeah, it did look smooth for sure. Specifically the movement, the animations. That's not something I would be used to from like a traditional like From Software game.
Yeah.
Just because their games are kind of stiff in a lot of ways.
Well, even like Bloodborne, which is a pretty smooth
bad way,
game, still has like those like pauses.
Well, Bloodborne, Bloodborne's like I'm gonna say it. I might piss someone off. Bloodborne's like I think my favorite.
So a lot of people say, but you're not pissing anyone off with that.
I love Bloodborne. I love the aesthetic. I love the gameplay. I love that it's more fast-paced and dodgy. That's how I like to play Dark Souls anyway. And so, God, I want Bloodborne 2 so bad. But yeah, I don't even know where the fuck I was going with that. I'm just thinking of Bloodborne now. But Bloodborne is a masterpiece. See? She likes that. Purist. As you said. Blue Point Games, they did the Shadow Colossus remake.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we covered that last time too, because we're trying to figure out who Blue Point was.
They do a lot of like that's their bread and butter is remakes.
Yeah.
So and remasters. So
much less limitations, obviously, so it's gonna feel different. Yeah, I can see that. That's a good point. I mean, it's a PS3 game, obviously remade, but on a PS5. So there's not only time has passed, but generations in consoles and power and how to render that, I guess. So
for sure.
Yeah. It's what made me a fangirl of their games. I fell in love with From's design philosophy. That's not true. Their bread and butter is remasters and ports. This is their second remake. Too soon to call it their bread and butter. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Looked awesome. And I can't wait to play it. Even if it has some jank, but I welcome jank, even in the original game. Moving on. Although I wish they made it a little dirtier looking. That's the one thing that's kind of missing from it for me. It's really clean looking. Clean's fine. Love a clean game. But the original had this weird fucking murky haziness to it. Obviously, it's probably graphical limitations, but it had a really cool look to it. Felt really just like you're not going to survive. Fortnite. Oh, shit. I was just guessing with that stupid, that's stupid. I didn't mean that. The fucking art style.
See, I think I saw something on Nvidia's YouTube about them adding RTX to this, so this makes sense.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Killer, bro. Can't wait to play Fortnite on PS5. The OG had an impressive atmosphere. This remake is going for a more heroic atmosphere. I can agree with that. It does look glossy. Agreed. Yeah. Fortnite on PS5. Hard pass. Fork knife. Change the name. Barf. New PlayStation Plus benefit for PlayStation 5.
Can you kill something that big?
Wait, so what's going on here?
Waiting for them to say.
Oh, okay. Look at all these great games they're showing off. The pride of PlayStation 4. A game I have not played that I want to play, but I just never do.
Hopefully they're not locking backwards compatibility behind PlayStation Plus.
My name is Marcus.
My name is Kara.
My name is Kara.
How cool would it be if you could play all the games you've accumulated on PlayStation Plus on PS5?
I mean, it'd be cool. I'm still worried about it being locked behind a paywall.
You fucked up, Jurassic Park. Played it. Took so long to make, I just lost all hype. I'm sure it's great.
Have after all we've been through.
Hey. A lot of games are showing off here. Enjoy a selection of generation-defining PS4 games. Access the entire collection on your PS5 at launch. So you just have access to those? Even though I have access to those already on my PS4.
That's the part I'm confused about, because they're associating with PlayStation Plus.
Yeah. I'm gonna need more info on that.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, though.
Not that I'm not going to have PlayStation Plus, but the thought of it being only backwards compatible, like for you paying, I think is a little shitty.
Damn, bitch. If I'm paying for PlayStation Plus for my PS4, does that carry over to my PS5?
Yeah. Yeah, unless they discontinue on Vita finally, but it's, Vita, PS3, PS4, PS5.
Oh, yeah. Because they used to release, PS3 and Vita games and shit, too.
Yeah, and for a few years we'll get it on 4 and 5, and they'll eventually cut the 4 off. And people will bitch.
I'm gonna cut my hands on that thing when I fucking do an unboxing video. Look at how sharp it is. Damn, we going inside it. Alright, let's pause here. I found this out already, but we're looking at prices here. We got the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition coming in at $300 or $400 essentially, and then we got PlayStation 5 Regular Edition $500. What do you think about that?
Honestly, I think those are the expected prices. What I was thinking, especially after hearing when we were listening to that CNET guy talk about how they just
CNET dork.
Sure. Talking about how adding an optical drive is it's essentially business wise, just tack $100 on. I mean, they just showed that just now. So
yeah, 100%. Although there was speculation earlier. There's some fucking guy on Twitter too that he's promised me. He's like, I know someone who works there. Fucking, he said it was gonna be. It's like some weird number. I was like, there's no way a console would ever be that fucking price. But then also there's people coming out saying it was gonna be $450 and $500. I'm like, I don't think so. I can't imagine that happening.
Yeah.
So this is $100 difference. Fucking quite a difference there. So.
Yeah, and I know quite a few people who are probably gonna get that $400 version instead. So.
A shitload of people are gonna get that. There's a shitload of people who are already completely done with physical.
Yeah, I'm not there, but
I have a shitload of PS4 games I would love to play on that. So,
assuming that's how it works, because that whole thing they're talking about downloading them and stuff. So
that was just through PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, I need details on that backwards compatibility. They're being way too coy about it. But yeah, $500. It's about what we expected. It's competitive with. I mean, it's what I assumed it would be. Did they ever give us the controller prices?
No, they're gonna be like $70 though.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
$70-$80.
So,
Which one are you gonna buy when you do?
Well, I mean, I said last time. I'll repeat
Physical.
it. The one with the optical drive. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
I did purchase, or I've pre-ordered the $500 one. So same, obviously. Chevy, join the revolution. Let's take the digital-only users from their beds.
That means I have to go to people's houses.
Why are you going at the digital-only users? We don't need any more fights. No one needs to fight anymore.
I'm not really a people person.
So I was thinking about this today, and it's interesting. So you have the Xbox Series X coming out, $500, the most powerful console, arguably, when it comes to raw power. Obviously, the PS5 is going to have some speed there that makes up some difference there. Then you have the Series S at $300. Crazy fucking price.
Oh, for sure.
Crazy low price. But, and I don't want to gauge it by fucking basic metrics. I fucking hate that it was like T-flops. That's the only thing that matters. but the Series S is 4 T-flops. The X is 12 T-flops, and then both of these are 10.8 T-flops.
Right,
So
they're the same hardware.
Exactly.
Minus the drive.
So my point is, $300, you got 4 T-flops. $100 more, you got 10.8 T-flops. And then $100 more, you get less than 2 more.
Well, they also like those are both 8K ready, but 4K, standardized versus the S is also only 1440p.
Sure.
So like they're literally and it is still a great deal, but they're giving you less because not everyone needs the 4K and all that stuff. The only thing I hate, and I'm going to reiterate this, the hard drive was such a bad decision on that. But
yeah, my point I'm trying to make though is the PS4 or the PS5 itself is, in my opinion, the best bang for the buck. If you buy that $400 PS5, the amount of power you're getting for the cost, being $100 more than the 4 T-flops, it's fucking crazy. It's a great price.
Yeah.
So if you can abandon the physical, that's a really, really good price. Because everybody was speculating. We've been speculating the whole time $500. We got $500 with the Xbox. We got $500 with the PS5. But having a $400 PS5, I think, is fucking awesome. It's great. So, those sold out really quick today.
Well, I'm sure.
They all sold out really quick, but like the bundles took a little bit longer. But like, even like reading comments, stuff like that, when it came to what people were purchasing, shitloads of people just had their eyes on that digital only.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting thing to view how Xbox is handling their release, offering 2 separate consoles essentially at very different price points, and having essentially just 2 different PS5s with the same stats at $100 difference, which gives you kind of some wiggle room depending on where your finances might be, what your priorities might be. So yeah, I think it's awesome. We have a varied console release this time around. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of flavors going on, which is really kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I got the $500 one just because I need that. This doesn't matter at all. I like the way it looks better. Obviously, one's symmetrical, but like there's just something about the bigger version that I dig the look of it. So
yeah.
Let's see.
What they got buried in there?
I got the disc drive for my collector's editions. Yeah, exactly. I get physical typically when I get collector's editions as well. When I get Cyberpunk 2077, I got the Ultimate whatever fuck edition, and it comes with a physical version, so I should be able to play it on here, which is great. So I agree. Don't care about physical anymore. Rob does not give a shit about physical anymore. He has abandoned it. Does not care. Also cheap, pre-owned, possibly with digital. You're stuck with the 60 to 70. That's a really good point. It's an interesting one.
And actually,
that's a really good point.
To back that point up, there's been multiple times where we have our Game of the Month episode, and we'll look, especially this year with the virus that we can't say, or YouTube will demonetize.
The virus.
But even though the music will probably do it anyways. Chris will look on the PlayStation Store, and it'll be like $60 still, and then like I'll check Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, stuff like that, and it's like $20 to $40 for physical, because the price just drops so much more rapidly on the physical. And
it's another great point.
Part of that is because they know convenience is king, and people are just going to go, I don't want to go anywhere. Click $60.
We have seen that over and over and over again, like every month.
Yep.
Seeing the price difference when it comes to, and it might not start out like that, but eventually we'll get there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's a really, really good point.
We
got a Me Either from Keith, and then Paul says, I prefer digital myself. If they're smart, maybe they'll make a disk drive peripheral. They could do that. They could do that easily, although it's going to take up your 1.5 USBs. PS5 to me sold me on its advancement in audio tech, focus on processing speed, and the exclusive games. I'm with you 100%. Specifically, that audio tech not being the only thing, but that's the one thing no one's talking about that I'm so excited for. So fucking excited for. For me, I'm probably in the minority. The only advantage to physical to me is resale, which is a good point. I will be purchasing the digital copy. My kids don't know how to take care of shit. There is no way I'm letting them get discs.
You are not in the minority.
Yeah. It's funny how many times I've heard people talk about, like, you know, they don't take care of discs well. They got kids. They're going to fucking destroy them.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. That's kind of the beauty of the different options everybody's getting to start with this time around. It's
sure.
This generation's really interesting. Seriously, it has USB. A disk drive wouldn't be that hard down the road.
I'm going to say right now, and I agree with you on that, but consoles have this problem of not having enough USBs to begin with. My PlayStation 4 right now has a USB hub hanging off the front of it because I just don't have enough USB ports. So, biggest complaint. Then, still, if they're going to make me get a disk drive, which obviously in this case they're not, that's just one more plug I got to use.
Of the 1.5 USBs. Disk drive will save you more money in the long run if you buy pre-owned. Another great point. Surprised nobody's talking about the audio tech of the PS5. The processing speed is great. I've been talking about the audio tech since I heard about it. But yes, I agree. Nobody's talking about it, and it's so fucking exciting. I'm so stoked to hear what surround sound's going to sound like with it. Because they're talking about even if you have like stereo speakers, you're going to still hear something that speakers aren't doing now with the tech that exists. So really fucking exciting. I never felt like I truly own anything when it's digital and it looks great on the shelf. You don't own anything digital. Sometimes you don't even own the physical copy, just because they can lock you out of it, especially if it goes online. Let's see. I just want high quality porn.
As if it doesn't exist.
You can go online for that. Just turn that turn up to the 1080p.
Also, what's our metric for quality here?
Good question. 8K. Agreed. Psycho agrees. PS5 will deliver on that front. There's VR porn too. Oh, is there ever? I have a Vive, and it's weird. Yeah.
Hey, did we miss anything earlier?
I don't know.
No.
All right. So yeah, prices are interesting. We finally got that confirmation, and yeah, let's continue on.
Yep, I'm sure it'll be the release date next.
Quick pause. November 12th, right around the corner.
Yeah, holidays.
Yeah. Fucking Xbox is coming out November 10th, so it's going to have a 2-day lead. To get those fucking Xbox. Go. Get them out before the fucking Sony shows up.
Before the Sony shows up.
Yeah, it's like Baba Yaga. It's like a fucking the boogeyman to Xbox.
What?
Fucking Keanu Reeves shooting people in the face.
All movies?
John Wick.
Okay.
John Wick's Baba Yaga. Presentation so far has been another home run from Sony, even if I'm not loving all the games. We will talk about that in a sec. Cyberpunk 2077 and Yakuza Like a Dragon in the same month. Cyberpunk, though. I'm sure Yakuza will be great. I know you'll love it, though. November 12th, though, right around the corner. Very excited. Man. US, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea. The rest of the world gets on the 19th. So we get it a week ahead of everybody else, except for some people.
So Europe gets on the 19th.
Yeah. Poor Almexi. Yeah, very cool. Can't wait. This is gonna fly by. I'm so stoked. All right, let's go. That music was fucking intense. Rip UK.
So now you know. Thank you all for joining us today and for being part of this amazing journey.
Looks like he's related to.
It's your passion as fans of gaming that drives us
Gordon-
to deliver a
Gordon
truly
Ramsay.
new generation of experiences on
I feel like he's
PS5.
gonna yell at me if I do something
From
wrong.
everyone at PlayStation, we appreciate your
He's the
continued
calm one.
support.
Donkey.
And we look forward to you getting your hands
Yeah,
on
he's the
PS5
opposite. He's overly
very
calm.
soon.
Sometimes he falls asleep.
To close, let me leave you with one more quick look.
Final Fantasy 17.
I'd be pissed.
Yeah. Like, let's burn it down.
The time draws near.
Oh. Is it boy?
Yeah.
Boy.
It's just gonna be a teaser, though, you motherfuckers.
You must prepare yourself.
Dope.
Ho 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 ho. I got fucking chills just from that. Nothing even happened.
Ooh.
That's not even that far away.
They've been real hush about that.
Yeah. They don't talk about it at all. Oh, okay. They didn't show anything, but holy shit. I'm glad they're acknowledging it exists. Because every time Cory Barlog says anything on Twitter, people are like, God of War?
Dude, I feel
God of War?
awful. And it's such a weird problem for them to have. But like, I feel awful for these big devs when they get to a certain point because they can't even just like exist anymore. Because everyone's just like, where's the next one? Where's the next one? They could be talking about like what they had for lunch, like, that's cool, but where's God of War 2?
It could be a week after their newest game launched, and they're like, but where's the sequel at?
Yeah, it's... Learn to do other things, people. Come on. Temtem. I was about to ask what that was. That was definitely Godfall.
What the fuck was that? Damn.
Man.
Get wrecked. Got murked. Hearing this fucking music, bum, 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 and some guy's just running at a dragon fucking about to burn him down.
I'm way too happy about it.
Yeah. Like, you tonally kind of fucked that game. PlayStation. Alright, what we think?
It was pretty good. I think their first presentation was way better.
Pretty good. That one with like the shit moving,
Yeah,
and
that
stuff.
that was
a
just top
really
notch,
good one. Yeah,
for sure. This one was good. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I just for me, that was such a big moment, and by that I mean for Final Fantasy 16. That the rest of it kind of stopped mattering.
I feel like they probably should have showed this a little later.
I do too, because it kind of screwed me up for the rest of it.
Yeah.
But it was good. They showed a lot of stuff that I'm like, even if I'm not necessarily interested in, I'm glad to see because they're things I know people were waiting for or wanted to see something on. Obviously, I'm excited for confirmation on God of War, though.
Yeah.
I already, it was coming out. So there's no way they weren't making another one, especially with the ending of that one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad to see that it's coming out next year, though. That is a surprise. So they've been working on it
Since we're
for a
pretty much at
little
the end of
while.
this year already.
Yeah. So that's actually really exciting news to hear. Yeah, other than that, it was nice to see PS5 games. I mean, that's really what I wanted to see, and we got to see that. So
That's what this whole presentation feels like. It feels like without them announcing that it's releasing very soon, it's them just kind of owning that. Okay, we've built this up a bit. It's coming very soon. So they're just kind of like owning like, here's the games that you're gonna be playing sooner than later. Here's the price point. Here's the release date. Fucking get hyped. Sell out pre-orders in like fucking 20 minutes on all the websites.
Imagine that.
Very quick. God, that was a shit show. And yeah, and so not as good as the last one that you had mentioned. Still really good.
For sure.
I think like, it had just a good vibe to it. Just kind of like, oh, cool. There's nothing there that was like, there wasn't like the sports game or the person coming out saying dumb shit.
Or here, let me talk about all of our HR practices.
Exactly. There's just like, no downtime, which is great. The whole thing, just kind of like, Nintendo Directs, very to the point. Sony does the same thing kind of. And I think they did it really well here. Final Fantasy 16, huge for me. Really excited for that. It looks awesome. I can't wait to see more on it. It looks pretty far into development too, which is nice to see.
Well, and because someone in chat had confirmed it is the studio with Yoshida. He's been working on a project for a couple years now.
Well, it
so,
looks like it. It looks like it because we're getting these like rendered cutscenes that look like engine and they're very detailed.
Yeah.
The graphics look pretty fucking finalized.
I'm also super happy for him because he wanted to make just a pure fantasy game because Final Fantasy 14's got like a ton of sci-fi in it. And like with Shadowbringers, it's very fantasy, but like in this case, like he got to make a fantasy game.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for that. And it makes sense for him anyways because he comes from Dragon Quest, which is fantasy. So
interesting.
Yeah.
But Seth, don't you miss the cringy, try-hard jokes and devs telling you about how relatable they are and how their game is super cool without showing anything? I miss that so much. That's actually I keep bitching about it, but everybody knows me. I got a dry sense of humor. I'm joking. That's my favorite thing in all presentations is when they relate to me, the big, rich CEOs that aren't robots relating to me. Stay home and lock your doors. The world is in turmoil. Anything cold could happen. Remember, murder's bad. So is another word. So Final Fantasy 16, really fucking cool. Wish they would have saved that towards the end, but it was a very, very, it would have been nice to have that like actually revealed to me, but I had a suspicion based off of the things I was reading about, but also today I saw the picture and I was like, that's like a Square Enix character.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, I had an unfair one because the guy I follow mostly does Final Fantasy content.
Yeah, so what's he talking about today?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Miles Morales looking cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a game I'm already sold on. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna play it. I'm not. Probably not gonna be super in love with it, but it'll probably be a great game. I'm excited for them to make another one. I'm surprisingly more interested in Harry Potter than I probably should be, just because I really like the way it looks visually. I think the potential of having like a wizard game is neat. Night, Keith. Thanks for hanging out. If you're, I think you are heading out. But this is a game that I want to see more on.
I have a hard time calling them wizards, but yeah.
Fucking magicians. They're David Blaine. Black Ops, whatever the fuck. I'm gonna pick it up. I hope it's fucking decent. I'm stoked about Resident Evil Village. It looks awesome. I'm worried about where it might go with the story. This isn't the first time fucking Capcom went, we make great games. We're doing so good. Let's try something really fucking crazy and see how people like it. But I admire them willing to take that risk. But graphically looks great. Thematically, I love the way it looks. I love like the werewolf shit. I love the horror. I love that it has this weird fairy tale aesthetic going on with the storytelling. Very cool. I just don't want to play this and completely forget that I'm playing Resident Evil and wonder why the fuck are we going down this road? Why are we not making this into a different game? So that's very cool. Very stoked for that. Deathloop. This is the most compelling video I've seen so far of Deathloop, and only because of the ragdoll. Other than that, it's whatever. I don't know. That game, if it comes out and people are like, it's amazing. Dishonored was that. Everybody said it's amazing, and I played it, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm just not really into first person stealth, I guess.
The big meh.
Yeah.
See it work, Paul.
I'm into it. 7 was so good. It was so good.
I'm into it for you guys because I want Resident Evil to continue being good for people.
7 was myrrh. Was Demon Souls using ray tracing, or was that Unreal 5 new lighting system? Could be both. I felt Dishonored was mediocre. I agree, 100%.
Mediocre.
It's not a bad game, it's just not great. This didn't really do much for me. I'm glad to see it, but as a game that's pretty much already out, you know, it's cool. I need to play it more, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's about as exciting as like when they're like, you know, Grand Theft Auto is coming to a third system.
I'm just like,
cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Oddworld looks cool.
It does.
It's not something I gotta rush out and buy and play, but like I am stoked that they got the balls to fucking go back to basics and go back to what made that brand that brand.
For sure.
I honestly don't really care that much about fucking Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's interesting that we're getting a new one. So that'll be kind of...
it'll sell.
Oh, yeah, for sure. People love those games. Also, no release date for Demon Souls. What gives? I think it's a launch title.
Eventually.
I'm pretty sure it's a launch title because I saw on Twitter somebody say that the pre-order for Demon Souls is up now on one of the websites that was had pre-orders for all the stuff coming out on the 12th. So if somebody wants to look that up, I guess I could, but I'm just going to assume that person was right, that one person on the internet. People, you got to believe everybody on the internet. I keep hoping for a Medieval 2 remake. Could happen. Didn't they do a remake of the first one? Did it do well?
I have no idea. Both
Me
fronts.
neither. Yeah, what else? What else did we get here? Demon Souls, seemed like we had a little bit of some people not being too stoked about it, other people being stoked about it, some people in the middle. I personally think it looks great. And
I tell you right now, that game alone is going to sell a stupid amount of PS5s on its own.
Of course it will.
Yeah.
Of course it will.
I mean, Bloodborne, you see people all the time like, I bought a PS4 for Bloodborne.
Oh yeah, no,
So.
I've known so many people on PC who refuse to buy a console. They're like, I just wish I could play Bloodborne.
Yep.
And I'm like, just buy that PS4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the first game, it was last year. Loved it. I think it sold well for the type of game it was, comparable to its budget. I played the original, obviously, on PlayStation. I never got to play the remake. I guess I could get to play it if I bought it. But, it was cool that came back out. I don't know, man. I'm looking at this. I'm really liking it. I think it looks cool. But, we had some other shit. Don't think for 1 second we didn't have other shit. We had some other shit. We got this PlayStation Plus thing that is more confusing than anything, in my opinion, because it's just saying, hey, on PS5, just download and play these specific games from PS4. How does that work? I kind of feel like this is going to be a collection of games that if you're on a PS5 and you have PlayStation Plus, you're just going to be able to play those games if you want. They're just going to be like accessed. I think you're just
like at all times. That'd be amazing.
I think so.
That would be amazing.
I think it's going to be a collection. That's my speculation. I feel like this is just going to be a collection of all the biggest and greatest hits of PS4. Now on PS5.
Yeah.
Just for buying the PS5 and having PlayStation Plus.
No, and that would be great.
Because they've already given a bunch of these games out on PlayStation Plus already.
For sure. Well, and what that also does is day one when you own a console for, I don't even know what the monthly fee is for Plus anymore, but you have games.
Yeah.
So you open it up for Christmas or whatever you celebrate, or for whatever reason you're opening it up in November, December, and you're like, I only had $500. You still have games, so.
For sure. Once you go Yakuza, you never go back. No tactics ever. All caps. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is. I think you're referring to what I was saying. That's what makes the most sense to me, but there's nothing that specifically says anything about it, so it's easy to just kind of speculate.
Yeah, the detail's missing.
That makes the most sense to me. If they don't do exactly that, I will throw my PS5 out the window. I'll do something not nice. Quiet, maybe. And then let's see, we had the Ragnarok teaser, which gave me chills just knowing it exists. Didn't see anything else though, but just I'm very stoked for it. I think God of War is probably one of the best AAA games on PS4. Arguably one of the best ones.
100%.
Easily.
Also, that game looks way too good to be on PS4, and now they're gonna make a PS5 game. That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Naughty Dog's next game on PS5 and Santa Monica Studio next game crazy. On PS5.
Even From Software's next game is going to be crazy looking. So like, I don't know. I'm just really excited to see some of these powerhouse companies just
do something
crazy.
Just do anything. I'm stoked to see them do anything. All in all, I think the presentation was good. It had some bangers. It had pretty much across the board interesting things that I want to see. And I think it was done really well. There's a couple talking bits, very brief. They handle it really well. Sony always does a really good job. And let's grade the presentation. What would you grade it?
I'm going to give it a B. It was good, and I think it could have been better, and not even with different content. I think like a mixtape, it just got recorded the wrong way. I really think some things flipped around could have completely changed my opinion on it.
I think they're hoping for the reveal, which got ruined for me, of the price point and the release date, since those are things people have been just asking for to be the big shocker. Yeah. But we already kind of speculated those price points anyway, so it wasn't a big surprise. And we already assumed that it's coming out the end of the fucking year, because of course it is.
Yeah.
We're running out of time. And then we got the teaser of God of War, which is huge. But yeah, I feel like they want to start big and end big, but those weren't as big for us, possibly.
No, and that's 100% it. And obviously this is going to be, migrated in the way I feel about it type of thing, and you'll have yours as well here.
I will.
And for me,
I always do.
The best thing that whole show they started with. So.
Yeah. I can see that. I'm going to give it a B+. I almost want to give it an A-, but there's only a couple things there that got me really fucking pumped. The rest of it was just like, all right, let's get this PS5. But yeah, Final Fantasy 16, I was like, oh shit, dude, it's actually real. This is awesome. Every time a Final Fantasy is released, it's kind of a fucking event. Because
that's their big budget game besides Dragon Quest.
Sure, but it's also a fucking institution in gaming.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's been around forever. So
for sure.
Every time one comes out, it's just like it's a pinnacle of JRPGs.
Let's not say that too much, because last time Square got this huge ego, started making bad decisions.
They've done that, yeah.
Let's try to be a little humble for them.
Those were still events in gaming, though.
People
remember them, so it's a big deal when a Final Fantasy comes out. Even people who don't play Final Fantasy are going to hear about it. So, so really excited for that. And I'm glad I got to see more of that Harry Potter game. I was curious about it when the leaks were shown off. It looks pretty much the same as those leaks, so that's interesting, because that was like over a year ago. And yeah, overall, good flow. I enjoyed myself. Wasn't bored at all. So B+ easy. Reading the comments. I'll be outside your window with a sheet to catch your PS5. Aim a little to the left. Because I want to get upset that they don't do exactly what I said, and I'm going to fucking chuck it out the window. I guess I'm just donating.
I have a lot of concerns about that commentary.
Making me
not real concerns,
a good person and a charitable person. I'm a man of the people. B, only because of Final Fantasy 16 and Spooderman.
The old safe Spooder.
Nothing else really grabbed my attention. Still waiting to see the UI, hoping they have one last event before launch. They could even, and I would love another event, but they could even do like little spots here and there now on their YouTube channel or on their Twitter and stuff like that, of just like a quick blip of like a couple minutes of just UI and music playing, shit like that. It'd be easy to do.
I wouldn't even put it past them anyways, because their whole announcement for the PS5 was just some random like casual, like, yeah, it's coming.
Leaks here, Jeff Keighley there, in an interview over here at some random place. Somebody just kind of goes, hey, PS5 gonna do this? Yeah. Oh, okay. Fucking get that out. Let people know. It's been such a weird build up, but obviously it didn't matter because the fucking hype is fucking real. It's always funny when PlayStation does their events or whatever, because it's fucked up because PlayStation does their events and then like you go on Twitter and Xbox is like, "Woo! Remember guys, Xbox is coming out too." You're like,
they even memed on themselves today. You posted it in Discord, the notification thing.
Yeah, they're well, I saw it in the comments. People kept adding them in PlayStation stuff, just like, "Hey, Xbox," and I'm like, leave them alone. Let them fucking chill over there. They don't need to be involved with this. But then when Xbox does events, fucking PlayStation shows up like, "Oh, you had an event today too?" Yeah, we scheduled it like a month ago. Oh, well, we do too. We're announcing something as well.
You guys want to see the controller?
Did you guys schedule an event? Nope, happening right now. Like it's so
they're
funny.
super shady all the time.
They do in their camera fucking department of Sony
Yeah.
too. They're really aggressive about like someone announces some shit, Canon comes out with some shit, Sony's like, "Oh, you're releasing something?"
You know what's funny about that too is like I don't even like obviously like I have the one camera or whatever, but I don't like follow camera stuff. And the other day on my Twitter, Sony was like really pushing like this
the A7C.
Yeah.
It looks so cool.
I'm like, why is this on my feed?
I already own it, but it's a smaller version of the camera I own.
Oh, okay.
It looks cool. It's like $200 less. This isn't a camera show.
Yeah.
But I could talk about cameras all day. Yeah. So UI, I would also like to see it. I feel like there's like some fucking little details to the PS5 we're not still seeing.
Yeah.
I'd go with a B too. So we're getting a lot of Bs, which I think is fair. And I'm B's fine. But if anything, it excels. It did what it's supposed to do. Just nothing really fucking hit, except for a couple things. But the pacing of where it's positioned and I don't know. Everything was just good.
Yeah,
Everything
for
was
sure.
good. But I wasn't like, oh my god, with most of it. Seth, modern day Robin Hood. That's what they call me. So everybody who knows me calls me that. Josh specifically.
No.
He calls me fucking modern.
Calls you a lot of things.
Modern day Daddy Hood. That's what Josh calls me. I'm getting hyped for Night City Wire episode 3. I am hyped for that as well. That's also coming out very soon. I feel like I've been overly critical of everything shown in this event. You have been 100%. Don't even worry about it. Be critical of everything. But I'm starting to notice the smallest of technical details that distract me. Fuck no, we don't.
I do no such thing, and fuck no, we don't. I'm missing something with these.
Yeah, what? Fuck no, we don't. Are we? The delay sometimes, man. Without context, that's just hilarious to me. Because we could have talked about anything. Unless
he's directly, because he's on YouTube replying to Jeremy. Now I'm really lost.
Maybe. Fuck yes, we do.
We're somewhere.
The debate starts now. I'll moderate. Who's for yes and who's for no?
I need context.
Yeah, Rob, please offer this to me. I need to know. So yeah, a lot of B's. I went B plus. You went B.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody seems to go B. I gave it to B plus just because I think I got a little more extra out of it than you with the Harry Potter. That I'm surprised.
Well, there's just a lot more games there that you'll buy.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But that's everything.
Sure.
Games exist. I'm like, game you say.
Yeah. Versus like, there are games that are like I completely appreciate, but like I'm not a Devil May Cry fan. I'm not a Resident Evil fan. I completely appreciate those games.
You bought DMC5, didn't you?
I played it on Game Pass.
Oh yeah. I bought DMC5.
And I played on 3 separate occasions because I wanted to give it a fair shot because everyone just loved that game. And I gotta tell you, I cannot handle the cheese. It is just too rough, man.
I love cheese.
I like real cheese.
Yeah.
That dialogue, man. I hated it bad.
For sure.
So.
Can't talk light farming. Thanks.
You provided some weird response and you can't clarify it, but you have time to tell us that you can't clarify it.
He was taking a nap and he heard us say something. Woke up, was like, "Fuck no, we don't." And he's fucking out of it. And then when we asked, he's like, "Oh, I can't talk right now. I'm far too busy."
You're lucky I know you.
I'm far too busy. I barely know that guy. I think Hogwarts Legacy could be a great RPG experience. Nothing about it, as I said, has to be bad or shallow, especially with the lore. If dialogue trees are thought out, choosing which classes you get or go to, which spells you learn, what friends you make. I agree. That sounds interesting to me. Making your own character with a background, that'd be cool. So it's if you throw the Harry Potter aspect out, it's a fucking wizard RPG, which I think sounds kind of cool. But at the same time, I always look at Harry Potter or Naruto and I'm like, so they go to fucking school for this? That's it?
Yeah.
No offense to anybody that I offended. There's a lot of people I just offended.
They both wiggle things.
The people who were offended?
Sure.
They're wiggling their fists and they're fucking, I'll get you. Before I close out, I want to watch the Final Fantasy 16 trailer again.
That's fine. And then when we're done, I'm going to watch it on the TV.
Oh, good. Good plan. Good plan. Wasn't the Harry Potter game supposed to be an MMO? There's a rumor of that a while back. It seems to not be, unless it is, and they're not saying that because we saw a lot of different characters.
Yeah.
But we didn't see a lot of people together. That'd be kind of interesting, though. I think it would make for a good MMO. Don't come at Harry Potter. I'll cast Avada Kedavra.
Is that another way of saying avocado toast?
It's Russian.
Oh.
She's saying fucking Avada Kedavra. Duh. Hogwarts shall fall to the Witcher's might. It's the best thing Psycho said all night. I like the fucking tenacity. I'm tightening my toy wand.
They need tightened?
I guess, but that sounds fucking threatening as shit. Alright, we're gonna watch this.
Yeah, you should just, since we're doing this live anyways, as I say, you should just grab it from Square's YouTube. I guess you can just do it from here.
Yeah.
I will be ready. Okay, let's do this.
Also, them cutting in their last presentation into all this.
Continuity, dude.
Was a nice way for them to show off more games than they were.
For sure.
Yeah.
We will be closing out after this, so make sure to type in your thoughts in the comments, and anybody watching this after the fact, let us know in the comments what you think about this presentation. What would you grade it? What was your favorite thing you saw here? What was your least favorite thing you saw here? Are you excited for the PS5? Have you pre-ordered the PS5? Are you going to do it? Which model do you want to get? Do you care about physical copies? Do you want the digital or digital version? And yeah, let me know everything you're thinking about in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I love you so much.
That thing's a bloody mountain.
Creative Business Unit. Nice. Nope. Damn.
Our foe will not relinquish
It's
their
funny
mother
too
crystal
because
easily.
remember I said the music sounded super familiar. It makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah. It does got like a Witcher vibe to it, which I'm not even.
We have discussed this.
Fucking make a Final Fantasy Witcher. I don't give a shit.
father will be
Anything
They
Final
haven't
Fantasy is
done it,
gonna
so-
look and have that Final Fantasy
I am Joshua's
feeling
shield.
to it. So
I'm sworn to protect you.
that Chocobo's dope.
Man, I really hope Soken does the soundtrack, man. That'd be so awesome.
Yeah, you definitely. Everything you've heard or shown me, I've liked.
Dude, he's just getting better and better too.
Your swords to our cause.
God, that's so awesome.
What does it matter? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we
I think it's
cannot defend
Dude,
ourselves
I
from the spread of
love the summons. They're so huge. It's like very much like a couple of demons.
So I sit in the Dragoons. Imperial Vice.
It's funny they're keeping the action system, but yeah,
They really
the
mean
Devil
to
May
raise-
Cry guy is like directing action essentially. So.
Yeah.
I've been watching Fire Force lately, and this Ifrit moment is very reminiscent of that anime.
Poor kid. It's like, Mom, can I have some cranberry juice? Psh. Have that. Enjoy it. That's what you get.
Second light kind of fire.
Guys, I'm minging.
Oh man,
That's impossible.
See, it's even got like English acting and everything. This is pretty fucking far along.
Yeah.
legacy of the crystals.
I feel like it's gonna be really good. I feel like it. I got a good feeling. I like the tone of it.
Well, I love the director. So.
Yeah, and I don't have as much of an affinity for him as you, but you talk about him so much that that's enough of a...
Look at the ratings for Final Fantasy 14. All in every expansion, the number just keeps going up. So he's just been doing better and better and better.
Yeah,
as a director. So
it's very cool.
God, I fucking love the music.
I'll kill you. If it's the last thing I do.
Somebody has to. What do you think about the logo?
Really? They're always good.
They're always good.
They're a genius when it comes to the artwork, man. So
yeah, that's the thing I love about Final Fantasy is that they have somehow maintained everything that is Final Fantasy that is in every Final Fantasy game, even if they're so completely different.
Yeah, for sure.
Great stream, great reactions, great thoughts, good discussion. Thank you very much, and thank you for contributing to it. You always have awesome things to bring to the conversation. Can we kill chocobos in Final Fantasy 16 is the real question. What do you think? If you were going to put a percentage on the likelihood of that.
You can in a lot of Final Fantasies, so pretty good.
Throw a percentage out there. Guess.
I don't know, 50?
Ooh, I'll go 30%. It was not that guy's day. He went out to get milk, told his family he'd be back in half an hour, and then he gets crushed by falling boulders. I kind of got that vibe, too. I feel like that guy was just casually going somewhere, and that boulder just hit him. I mean, that scream really told me he wasn't there for boulders.
Sure.
Like, if you get pumped up before you go to a fucking battle, and you're part of the line, everybody's fucking freaking out, getting ready, and then you get hit with an arrow and die, you're gonna be more like, oh, it's my time. But if you're just like, I'm going to get some fucking milk down the street, and you look up and you're like, ah, as a fucking boulder crushes you, like, you're gonna have a different reaction, right?
Presumably.
Yeah. I presume that.
I do also think it's interesting that like it comes off tonally a lot like Type 0, because Type 0 is a dark game.
Kinda.
Too bad the game doesn't play very well, but like,
yeah, no one liked it.
Yeah, I need to actually.
Not one fucking soul on this planet is
supposed to have a good
godforsaken
story.
Fucking
that's
planet.
about as far as it goes. So,
Chris says, Ifrit versus Phoenix. That's exactly how he typed it. I know the channel is obviously for gaming, and this isn't relevant, but it'd be awesome if you guys did a review for Dune and discussed it, like squeeze it into one of the TastyCast videos in between discussing game, news, etc. If I remember, remind me, I will do that on TastyCast. Because we do Tasty Flicks.
I'll say we've done some movie stuff. Seth will be more likely. I might. I don't know anything about.
I'm
the
always
movie,
more
so.
likely.
Well, I'm not. I don't have an affinity for Dune to begin with, and
well, I didn't read the book. I'm not like a lore junkie. She was talking about the Discord, and I was just like,
yeah,
movie's cool.
I mean, here's the thing: even growing up, I knew like people who were like super into Dune, right?
Psycho's enforcing fucking his law.
So obviously, it has like a lot of people who are into it. So I am like curious about it when it comes out, but I'm not like following it or anything. So I just have, and this isn't even Dune. This is just movies in general. I have not been watching movies, like, period, for, like, a while now. But that's also has a lot to do with the state of Hollywood, so.
State of Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's trash. Thanks, Disney, for fucking everything over. Yeah, so if I remember, I will make it a point to do that, because I would like to react to that as well. I also neglect doing Tasty Flicks, just because it's not my priority. But anytime something does come out, like I want to do Tenet as well, and I never did. And now the movie's just out somewhere. Someone saw it.
Did they?
Someone saw it. I saw a fucking review. Someone watched that fucking movie. Yeah. I think that's going to do it, though, for this fucking TLG Reacts. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us and watching with us and contributing to the conversation. I'm going to read one last comment. I'm such a nerd, or such a huge Dune lore nerd. Like I am a Lord of the Rings lore. Long live Usul and Shai Hulud. Lord of the Rings fans are gonna fucking hate me for saying those wrong. Like when Paul was holding the cryst knife of the Freeman, a knife made from the tooth of baby dead sandworms. I like the sound of that. And it breaks off into the body when used. Agreed. One of the greatest books of all time. Lies. Liar. When will the lies end? They're ending right fucking now because we got to get the fuck out of here. So thank you for watching. Thank you everybody who hung out for the stream. Thank you anybody who watched this after the fact. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. And yeah, stay tuned. We got Tastecast coming up. There's a Nintendo Direct happening. If it's got anything popping, we might do something for that or maybe add it into Tastecast. So stay tuned. If it's got nothing, don't fucking even think I'm going to say shit about it. I ain't got nothing to say about boring shit.
They just don't want me to have time to play games, man.
This is true. This is true. All right, guys. Have a good one, guys, and take it easy.